Hey everyone, this is Tom, CrossCountryRoads.com. It's been a while since I've made one of these blogs. I seem to say that every time because it's true mostly. I think it was last August of 2016 when I made one, so it's been well over half a year. And I really haven't had much to say in between then and now, so I guess that's why I didn't feel the need to do one. But now here today I am because I do have things to announce. With one of those things being the future of the YouTube channel, the Cross Country Roads YouTube channel, and the other one being what I've made blogs about in the past, which is an upcoming Clinchathon run I have planned here for in about 2 weeks from now, a little over 2 weeks from now, and also some hints at another run I have planned for this summer. So those are the two things I'll touch on. I'll start out with what I said about the future of the YouTube channel. Now this part isn't easy, but I think it's what needs to be done. Basically, YouTube uploads on my channel will be less frequent from now on indefinitely. There's several reasons for this, so I'll touch on just a few of them. For those of you who those are the few of you who actually do follow my uploads. I'm not going to have any schedule for uploads like I tried to do. I was doing it every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and it just became too much. It's overwhelming. I have other things I want to be doing other than chucking videos onto YouTube on a regular basis. And the main reason for this, I don't want to say quitting it altogether. That's not true, but I'm backing it down, turning it down a few notches, because the main thing is I'm just not enjoying it. When I started doing videos 5 years ago, the plan was to, one, promote a style of road video that I thought was underdone on YouTube compared to other styles, and I wanted to try to promote that style, which I liked better, which is the real-time videos. And secondly, I wanted to add depth to the content of the site, to have both photo and video, and therefore full second-to-second coverage of every road I've been on. But the bottom line is now it's really just a pain in the ass. There's no sugarcoating it. I don't enjoy it whatsoever. It's stressful. It's time consuming to edit what little editing I even have to do for several thousand videos and upload them and add the description and title, all that shit. It's a pain. I'll spare you the details from beyond that, but that being said, it shouldn't be much of a surprise why I'm not enjoying it 5 years later, after doing it as often as I have. And secondly, my channel performance, I don't know, few of you who follow it on a regular basis, it's not doing very well. It's not meeting my standards by any means. Now, you might say, well, I think your expectations might be too high and blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's true. But the bottom line is it's not meeting my standards whatsoever. So there's no point in me continuing to grind away at something I'm not enjoying and that isn't meeting my standards at all. But that's not to say I'm quitting altogether. What I might do is just continue to upload, if I continue to shoot video, which I don't know if I will or not, or how long I will do it. If I do it on this next run, I can't promise I'll feel like doing it on the following one. But if I continue to do it, my plan will be to, if I upload to YouTube, basically to use YouTube as a place to store the videos so I can share them through social media and to the website itself. So I'll upload them as unlisted on YouTube just to avoid all the bullshit and trolling and drama that happens on there, which I'm sure those of you who make videos are familiar with. But that's really starting to bug me as well, so that's another reason I didn't mention I'm getting less active on there. But I'll upload them to YouTube to store them on there as unlisted and just provide the links to the videos on the website, like I've been doing with every upload on the website. Just, a link to it on the site, which it's easy to find. You can filter it by road, by state, and they're listed by, exact pieces of the road down to the mile marker. So you should be able to find a video easily and click on it on the site and be taken to the unlisted video on YouTube. And I think that'll reach the target audience better, being that they're already on your site, and if they want to see a video of a certain piece of road, they know exactly where to go, rather than sifting through several other videos that are irrelevant in YouTube searches or whatever. So I just think that'll be a better way to reach the target audience for those videos. And really that's about it with that. When I started doing it, like I said, I wanted to just add depth to my content and promote a style of video that I thought was more valuable, information-wise. And it's not a popular thing, for me at least. So, I'm just tired of it, really. So, I'll continue to just do photos, which is what got me into this hobby in the first place, was seeing Eric Stuve and Alex Nitzman's photos on okroads.com and aaroads.com respectively, and that's what I enjoy more, so that's what I'm going to continue to put more of my time into. Anyway, moving on from that, I want to detail 2 runs I've planned for this year, because I still do have my goal to clinch every mile of interstate in the country and document it in one way or another, or a combination of those two, although now it's leaning more towards photo documentation than video for reasons I just said. But this run, I plan on taking it in just over 2 weeks from now, like I said at the beginning. This year, my plans are to take care of 2 what I would consider corner states you would, never pass through going somewhere else because of their geographic location, at corners of the country. And ironically, unlike the last few years on the big runs I did, these won't even take me west of the Mississippi this year. So I'm concentrating more on where I need to focus my attention, where I've left a lot of unfinished business, so to say. And that first corner state that I'll be focusing on a little over 2 weeks from now is Florida. It's been about 5 years, I think, since I've been there, so much of my content, much of my photos from the interstates in Florida are far outdated now. I think it's time to update what I, did take, then, as well as finish the pieces of interstate that I never quite clinched there, which, like 95, I have like 10 miles left of it to clinch it, and 75, I have like 15 miles of it left to clinch it. And ever since they signed the rest of 295 around Jacksonville, the beltway around Jacksonville, that declinched it for me. So I have to redo that, as well as get every other 3-digit in the state. Florida will be the main focus, but obviously I'll be covering more than just that. But to give a little rundown of what I plan to cover throughout the whole trip, I'll try to keep this quick and to the point. I'm going to re-document I-81 in Maryland and West Virginia. I'm going to get the I-95 in Virginia, North Carolina, into North Carolina. I'll get 795 and future 295 near Fayetteville. Continue down 95 through South Carolina into Georgia, where I will get 516 Savannah and all of 16 from Savannah to Macon. Redo 475 around Macon. Head back to I-95 in Savannah. continue down into Florida, where, as I said, I'll have to do 295 again because now it was extended and signed the whole way around, so I have to redo that in Jacksonville, as well as get future 795 in Jacksonville. After that, continue south, get along the way all the 3 digits off 95 from Fort Lauderdale down to Miami, which are 595, 195, 395. Head down to the southern terminus at 95. Make my way up to 75. Clinch all of 75, whole way north. Along the way, I'm going to get 295, which I'm missing about 5 miles of, and 175 and 375 in St. Petersburg. And while I'm in the Tampa area, I have plans to meet up with fellow road enthusiasts who I've wanted to meet since the day I got into this hobby. It's a friend of mine. We've been talking for the last year and a half to 2 years, pretty consistently, and finally it's just now going to work out to where we can finally meet up, and very much looking forward to that. So that's what I'm going to do for a day and a half while I'm in the Tampa area. And also what me and him are going to do is reclinch I-4 together. That's the plan. We'll see if that works out. But we both have it clinched, obviously, and just something for us to do together would be to reclinch it, since there have been improvements made on I-4 since the last time I've been down there. So anyway, after that, like I said, head north on 95, finish that off with all updated new content, and then head back down to Lake City, get 10 over to Jacksonville, then turn around and get 10 the whole way to the Alabama border. No other better way to do it other than backtracking, unfortunately, and that's not one of the more exciting stretches of road in the country, as any of you who've been on it, I'm sure, will agree. But also, I'll get 110 in Pensacola, and I'll do it for Florida. That'll be it. I'll have every mile of interstate clinch in Florida, which will be a big corner state out of the way, which is, I think, a huge step in the right direction. Into Alabama, I'm going to just redo I-10 into Mississippi, redo I-10, get 110 near Biloxi, which I never got the chance to get the last time I was there. I'll then basically return to Mobile on I-10 East, head north on 65, get 165 in Mobile, head up to Montgomery on 65 and get 85, which I'll be on for the rest of the way back, basically 85 through Alabama up to into Georgia, get 185, head to Atlanta, get 285 around Atlanta, reclinch that, get 675, again, reclinch that, again, content well out of date, so if I'm there, I might as well update it. And as you might have heard, with the bridge collapse in Atlanta on I-85, that throws a little wrench in the plan, but what I'm going to do is just get off to where they do have it open, which is on Georgia State Route 13, get off there, ride it for about a mile alongside I-85, and get back on I-85 North. I think that's a detour they've been using, and I'm sure it'll be a slugfest, but, heavy traffic, but what are you going to do? Nothing else you can do. So from there, from Atlanta, head northeast on I-85, get 985 up to Gainesville, back to 85 into South Carolina, where in Greenville get 185, 385, then up to Spartanburg, get 585 and 85 business, which is up to freeway standard and could someday maybe be an interstate, so I might as well clinch it if I'm there and document it. From there, head northeast in North Carolina on 85, pretty much stay on 85 the whole way through North Carolina, getting only futures 785 on the way. Into Virginia on 85, reclinch that, up to 95 in Petersburg, head north to Washington, D.C., and I'm going to re-get 66 there, and reclinch 66 all through Virginia to I-81, and then head north on I-81, basically back to where I came from. So that's really the plans in a nutshell. Oh, that'll take about a week and a half, maybe, I think is why I've set aside to do it. And the future run for the summer that I've planned, well, I don't have the details planned, but I do have the general area I'll be going to planned. I'll wait to give those details when I make sure the run is actually going to happen. But yeah, like I said, it's someplace east of Mississippi, and it's another corner state, which I have covered not nearly enough of. So it's time to go up and, well, I just gave you a hint, go up and take care of that. But anyway, that's really all I had to say. So since I usually do one of these outlining plans of an upcoming run, that's what I wanted to do, and just so you understand why there's not why my YouTube activity will be far less frequent for the foreseeable future. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it there, and any questions, comments, anything you may have, hey, I'll answer them best I can. So till next time, take care, and hopefully I'll make another one outlining the next run I have for the summer. Thanks, and we'll see you later.